Nic Dowd. And T, you might have talked about this a little bit over the course of the last few weeks, what that contract might look like. Is he going to get done? And it turns out, yes, 2 years, $6 million total, $3 million per season for number 26. And this strikes me, and love your take on this, as a very good deal for player and also a very good deal for team. And what I mean by that is, at the age that he's 34, to be able to, you don't want to go too many years. So I think for the club, that's probably what they were looking. But he is so valuable and arguably in the conversation for best fourth line center in the game. I don't know if he's number one, but he's certainly in that top echelon and a guy that you put out in so many different situations. And you'd be able to lock him up. So he's happy, team's happy, love everything about the deal.
Yeah, the thing I really like about this deal for the player and for the team is, I'm sure Nick wanted 3 years. I mean, when you get to his age, you're trying to get as much term and security as you can. That said, his AAV this year was $1.3 million. It's jumping to $3 million. He has more than doubled his salary starting next year for a couple of years. Look, he's going to be 35 next month, so he's no spring chicken. That said, he's going to play in 81 games. I think he's going to play in all the games after tonight. That's a career high for him, career high in goals, career high in points, career high in games played. This is a player who has kind of low mileage for his age, and that's something as a GM you really, really like, is a player who's got a lot of experience but doesn't have super high mileage on him, right? So he plays a huge role in this team. I know we call him the fourth line center. By minutes and role, he really is a third line center. So good for him and good for the team. And he also does so much off the ice, with Dowd's crowd and all those other things that matters. That really does matter. And good on him. And my favorite thing was yesterday. I believe that was after practice. Did he chug a Coors Light, or was that before practice? That's impressive either way. To do some day drinking
Listen,
on
I'm
a day
here
when you got
for
to
it.
work.
I approve. Absolutely. A little bit of video from the room and a little bit of an ovation for him yesterday. Very, very good stuff there for Dowd. And
He's well liked.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, good citizen. And Spencer Carberry talking yesterday about, you talk about the guys that feed Ovi the puck and they get the headlines like the Stromes and the Wilsons and Dubois potentially. But Dowd and eating all the minutes for the D-zone draws and being able to set the table for Ovechkin and his line to be able to be out there for the O-zone draws. Really good. You can see, I mean, you can just, as the applause here and the moment for the entire room to be able to celebrate a guy who, I asked this of the coach yesterday. He came in here on a 1-year deal.
Wait.
And
here we go, John.
Nothing was ever given. Yeah, that's a silver bullet, my friend. Yes.
He just pulled a beer out of his equipment bag in the room. That's another reason to love Dowd. That's amazing. Look at Ovi's face. I mean, look, a very popular player, Swiss Army knife, can do so many different things for you. And 14 goals. I mean, he scores too, given the amount of ice time and the role. His job is literally to shut down the other team's best player, and he scores 14 goals. Amazing. Well deserved.
Yeah, no doubt that it's for him to be able to get that deal is good. And we got Katie talking with him just a little while ago outside the room too.
Well, Nick, first and foremost, congratulations on the contract. What does it mean for you and your entire family to be able to stay in Washington a few more years?
Yeah, I mean, very fortunate. Like I said, I mean, I'll echo it again. It's been a privilege to be here for the time I have been here, to get to stay here and in this organization and be with some of the guys that I love to be around. It's a privilege. So, I told my son last night we get to stay here for another 2 years, and the first thing he asked me is, do we get to go home to Minnesota in the summer? So I think it hasn't sunk quite in yet. He's obviously meaning he loves heading back there and cousins and family and stuff. But yeah, overall, we could not be happier to be here and be part of this group. So.
Well, you just mentioned to the group that, you came in on a 1-year deal and here you are almost 7 years later, and at that having a career year yourself as well. So what do you credit that longevity and that production to this late on?
Playing with good players and being surrounded by good people that want you to succeed. That goes from the staff, the coaches, but especially my teammates. Guys genuinely want each other to succeed, and they're happy for each other when you do succeed, and that just just bleeds into individual success that we've had has bled into our team success and vice versa. And I've been really fortunate to play with a couple really, really good players this year. Not that I haven't in the past, which has helped me get to this point as well. But, I guess, more narrow scope of this year, as you asked that question. I've played with some really good players. Dewey's kind of been my guy for the whole year. And he's had a career year himself as well. Really, really a high-level player. Does a lot of things on and off the ice that make him a special teammate. And the other guys that have mixed in with me, Ratty, Bo, Miro earlier in the year, a couple other guys. But, they've, again, I'd like to think that hopefully I've helped them as much as they've helped me. So.
Well, talking to your teammates every day in the locker room, it's always your name that they bring up when they think of leaders on this team. Not only the production you have on the ice, but you just won a community award as well last week. We can hear right there that they are clearly very excited for you. But how special is that to know the impact you leave on the ice, off the ice, and with this entire organization as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's I think it makes you feel good, right? I'll keep saying it. We have such a good group of guys. So to know that you've earned their respect, it's an honor, it's a privilege to play with them, and it's just such a good group to be around at all times. And I think that's why we've had so much success this year. And we have a great leadership group. The guys that have been here longer than I have, and some new guys have stepped in and found really great roles. And the teams played well on the ice, but there's a tightness to this group too that goes a long way for on ice success. But yeah, it's been amazing. To be able to be here for as long as we have for my family and I and my kids. My kid's going to go start kindergarten next year, which is crazy in itself. But to have that stability is hard to come by in the NHL, and to be able to do it with this organization, which in my opinion is one of the best in the NHL, is an honor. So.
Well, we've clearly seen that team tightness both on and off the ice, but this season that you guys have had, we've made it to game 82, and getting into the playoffs this year sure looked a lot different than it did last year. But as we approach the final one, Pittsburgh tomorrow night, and you reflect on the season as a whole this year, what comes to mind?
Well, I would say this is in order for our team to be successful this year, which we have been, we've needed every single person that suits up and plays that game, and it couldn't be more true. Even with Columbus last night, Stromer steps up and has a big hat trick, but there was a lot of guys that played a really good hockey game, and it's hard to win in the NHL, really hard, any given night versus any opponent, and I think we've just been able to do that because we've had guys that have been committed to playing for each other, and I think that's what's led to our team success. With team success comes individual success, vice versa, and we want to continue to push that into the playoffs and see where this goes.
Well, it's been a fun season. Should be a fun playoff run. Thank you so much for your time as always, and congrats again.
Yeah, thank you.